Wayne's World. Party time. That son know it. What up, shit? You make your own pasta, though?
I don't make your own pasta. I don't know why you call this shit pasta. That's pasta.
Look it up. We're gonna learn something today. My paisas taught me that. It's like a burrito. Meat, cheese, rice, onions, tomatoes, like a burrito or a taco. Rolled up, baby. I seen the brother making one. I forgot how to fold them. When I seen it, I'm like, oh yeah, perfect. Come right back to me. We should cook them in the counter. We should cook them in the joint. I'm like, bang, there you go. I was putting too much meat on it. Too much meat. Alright, let's cook. What's up, y'all? Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Welcome to the live chat. Chilling over here with the man. The man. Granddaddy Wayne. And then you got the Wayne Jr. He ain't little no more. He grown. So he Big Wayne and I'm Granddaddy Wayne. Yeah. See my grandson today. He didn't see me, but I seen him. I'm like, what is he? Times are flying, y'all. 1 minute they children, next minute they grown. In their mind. And then if you are not in real and having a real relationship with them and their parents, a real tight relationship like you should, which I don't have. I used to have, but fighting with the mama and then trying to balance the relationship. They'll never confess it, but I can tell when you ride with your mama. I ain't got no problem with it because then everything becomes reflective of what you did way back then, but not what you're doing right now. Who's perfect? But the standards they set for the black man, yeah, we are gods. Children of the Most High. Children, you know? And that's something I'm gonna start. That's something to touch on because we got a community of men and women. It's like we going two different ways. And so it's like we are. And me and y'all know what I'm talking about. Our ladies don't even have to know each other, but somehow they got that same spirit on them. Like, especially my lady, she has a spirit. I'm not like, ooh, ain't nobody. I know that. But for some reason, y'all got a spirit just alike. A lot of y'all. Rich, middle class, poor. Like, y'all got that same spirit when it comes to the black man. I ain't talking about no other man. Y'all cool with them. Them y'all best friends. For some reason, when it comes to a black man, you catch all the grief, bro. That's cool. I ain't complaining. We can carry it. But no, there's a flip side to it. You know? And you burning me out with all that emotional stress. That's really where I'm going with it. We got a portion of our community that's led by emotions. They ain't using no logic and reasoning they thinking. They think they emotions supposed to cure something. Man, you better wake the fuck up. Newsflash, sisters. You got some brothers that's emotionally charged too. I used to hear the brothers and sisters be on their videos like, man, these people emotionally damaged. I'm like, you right now. Hey, my eyes been open. Not that I'm gonna sit on here and talk about people. I don't like to do that. I don't have to talk about nobody. White, black, brown, yellow, to like that makes me something like, nobody else could be. No, that ain't how we rock. And I'm not even thinking like to think like that. Chosen ones don't do that. We don't roll like that. Brothers and sisters might do it. Some of them are kinfolk. Let me say that. It's like Christ said, those who do the will of my Father are my mother, brother, and sister. Just because you're born into a family don't mean that love is there. And that's predicated on being obedient to the Most High, keeping His commandments and loving one another. You can say what you want to say out your mouth, but like I always explain to people, we can talk, have the greatest conversation, but I'm going to watch more so what you do than what you say. People going to tell you the best, give you the best report they can give you. And some, they just ratchet. They don't give a shit. They think it's their cause to have to, everything that happened, they got to respond to it. Like, y'all emotionally damaged. Like, some shit you just let go. It's a lot of stuff I ain't want to let go. I felt it should have been a response, but you're talking about you're awakened, you're a child of God. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord, and I will repay. Could it be that some of us are moving in ignorance? And we think we all that, but we really don't know because it ain't showing up. Your math ain't math. I don't see it in your actions. I hear a lot of talk. But then I don't get stuck on listening. I'm paying attention to what the hell is actually being done. That's where I will know who I'm dealing with and what substance are you made of? Meaning, what is your moral code? Do you have a moral code? Do you believe in Almighty Yahuwah? And do you keep His commandments, which is the instructions of life? His word is law, right? Which means instruction. Torah, which means ultimately the book of life, the book of instruction, right? And it applies to every aspect of your life because He dwells in you. So whatever you're doing, you got to do it with an upright heart. I don't care if you're doing something that's connected to the world. Whatever you do it with an upright heart, a pure heart. Do it out of love. Don't do it out of, I have to, because this is a ritual. No. You got to levitate. That's why I take the time to try and explain what I'm speaking. Because I know sometimes you can just speak and people don't realize everything you doing, you storing your treasures in heaven. You're planting the seeds of what you want. What you're telling them, the Most High, this is what I'm expecting. You can say what you want to say, but then He's watching your actions. Do the actions match up with what I'm hearing? That way I can usher in whatever my child has commanded through the Spirit. You have to command these things, family. And knowing that you can command, meaning you have to readjust your thinking. Realign your thinking to think like I'm the one that has been given the authority. Like I posted a post this morning on my Facebook. I'm on my $1 billion run. I feel as though I know being chosen, I have the propensity. The blueprint is there to become a multi-billionaire. Yes, you do. And that's something I'm looking into. I'm on it. I'm tired of living from day to day, week to week, hour to hour. Uh, hour to hour, day to day, week to week, month to month. Hell no. I'm not trying to store up a bunch of treasure so I can have and point to. Every time you look up on a picture, all this and that. And talking about I'm a leader, right? For my people, and I love my people. But I ain't built shit to pour into them. I'm just showing them things. Oh, I got these cars. I got these beautiful houses. Yeah, well, you my competition. You're not my brother. My brother, like Christ told the wealthy man, take all you got and sell it and distribute what you get to the brethren so they can distribute it as needed in the community. Why? He missed a whole, let me tell you something, that cat bull lesson. He missed a crucial lesson. First of all, he don't understand. The Most High is a king. Everything we utilize, he owns it. The Most High owns it. So you got to look at it from a managerial perspective. He's the king. He sent you here to rule and manage everything he created. He gave you rulership and dominion over it, right? To manage it, not to store up, run around for America to be talking about, oh, this is Elon Musk, the richest man on earth. That's cool. But Jeff Bezos, the richest man on earth, he's able to buy water. He's controlling the water. Not him per se, but you got people who do that, like Bill Gates buying up all the farmland. He sees an opportunity. I'm not gonna just say everybody the devil because they got money. But if your but don't get it twisted now. If your actions are pointing that way, when you speaking of depopulation and you buying up shit where we know we need the soil, while they're selling him all the damn land, that's letting me know we got a problem here, Houston. What about the government of the land that represent the people of the land? How the fuck you let one person or family buy control of the system that God gave for his people? Your place is to ensure that they have security, right? Your place ain't to be ushering they shit out, selling they shit, you know what I'm saying? For some shit you wasn't born to own. That's the problem I got. I'm not prejudiced or nothing, but white people, somebody needs to tell y'all ass. Y'all delusional. Straight up. They finna have your ass paying for water because they want to put a grid up to control your ass instead of letting life just play out normally. They got a fucking plan. It's a one world order, and everything they've been showing us in them movies and all that, that shit is true. People did all that arguing and backbiting and talking shit about people talking about their conspiracy theories, especially with the Israelite movement. Oh, we can't tell them we the Hebrews. They don't even know what that means. Then you tell them we Judah. They don't even know. They talking about the churches replaced Israel because God did away with them. Hell no, he gave them a covenant. Your ass did away with them. God didn't. And who told you? Show me in the Bible where he said he did away with Israel. No, he gave Israel, which are the firstborn of the nations. He's calling back into his fold. Remember, we lost track with Adam. We lost that spirit, family. We lost that. We didn't lose the blessings, but you don't have the power to activate it. You can't walk in the authority that he gave you when the nucleus of you rejected it. So he chose a people. He's the king, family. His word, his scriptures can't be broken. John 10, verse 36. The scriptures can't be broken. Christ had to remind our ancestors. They want to bust his head because he said he was a child of God, son of God. And he like, huh? Well, isn't it written in your book of the law? And you hear people arguing about that all day, every day. Oh, me and talking about they gods. I'm not saying I'm nothing that the Most High didn't declare, but I understand that's not for everybody. Just because you skin folk and you look like me, that don't mean that's your position. If you are clearly rejecting it, it ain't yours. So I'm not gonna push against that spirit. I'm gonna lay back and watch and see how things play out. I'm not going against the truth. The spirit is the truth, the way, and the light. The spirit, words have power, right? Because there's a spirit behind each word that you speak, right? You authorize it. You give it authority by submitting to the instruction of it, right? And then we see the spirit that's coming from behind it. It's just that simple, family. It's that simple. But Houston got a problem. Black folk don't woke up. People going crazy. Look at the divestment going on against the Asians. Well, you already know. I got pictures of Asians blacker than my brother. Yeah. The original Asians, you know. We know better. You know better, you do better. A lot of people don't know that. Like we told, we the Hebrew. Everything you reading about that Bible, it fits the narrative of the Negro timeline. And I'm just gonna leave it there. Because I ain't trying to convert nobody. First of all, I don't have the power to convert you. I can only speak the truth of what I know. Then it's the Holy Spirit that's gonna confirm. I hear a lot of people, you can't know. I can know because it's written. Now, to determine if it is for me in truth, you have to operate in that fashion. You say you're a son of God, then you should be operating like your father. He gave you gifts. He gave you gifts and things. You're made in his image and likeness. That's what I was saying from the beginning. You lost it in Adam, but then he tried to restore man. He chose the families. He chose a family to represent him in the earth, a nation, the Hebrews, which nobody seems to understand all of a sudden. It's a bunch of confusion. But I'm here to tell you, I ain't confused about it. I understand it. I understand very well how Messiah is the Father come in the flesh. Why? Because that word is him. It is the Father. 1 John chapter 5, verse 7. But you'll have a lot of people with respect to him that's in the role of teacher. They have you stuck on them. Like, okay, you are very knowledgeable and I respect that, but there's a spirit behind them words that you're learning and teaching and rightly divide. You're learning to rightly divide and teach, right? There's a spirit behind it. I can hear the word all day and I'm thankful, joyous, give all praise and glory to the Most High, right? If I'm not moving in that frequency, you got me stuck up in class always. I'm not moving in that spirit. I'm moving to your feet. And a lot of people get stuck like that. I be like, we got to wake up, family. We ain't got it. We stuck in ever learning and never coming to the knowledge of truth that this is the real deal. This what's happening. You have access to the eternal through the spirit that he's giving you to control. Control matters. You dig? I just happen to be one whose eye of understanding has been open, and I'm not playing it down for nobody. If you go to church and you don't understand, that's your problem. I pray for you, which I do. I pray for all men. I even pray for the leaders of these nations, that they will heed the word. You ain't got to listen to Dewayne. But his sheep know his voice. And when you speak in his word, like I said, you might not be an Israelite, a Hebrew, but you worship the God of Israel. You study his word. You follow the word that he sent from eternity, which is Christ, that came and dwelt among us. And we beheld his glory. John chapter 1, verse 14. But you got those that say Christ ain't the Father. Dare I say that? That's not me, Father. That's them. Because they don't see the divinity. 1 John 5:7. He is the word of the Father. And the Father is a spirit. But they going to say, no, it say the Father, the Word, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. No, it don't. It says the Father, the Word, and the Spirit. For context. Why? Because he told us something in Isaiah about that word that had already been functioning from the beginning. That's what he used. That's what he used to create everything. But y'all don't get that he is the Father. He's creating, and the Father's giving an account, right? Allowing that truth to go forth, so we know it's the truth. But y'all don't get that he's the Father. But why would he say Father? Because he's in the flesh, family. And in the fleshly being, there's order. Yeah, he's the supreme. He is. You know, there's none greater. But you ain't understanding how that works. It's like anything that comes into this dimension, it has to have a body, right? It has to have a body to operate in this dimension. And then we know it's going to operate on a certain frequency. Not divine. Yeah, divine. But man can only go so far. Yeah, he's the Father. He should be able to yeah, all things. He can do all things. We ain't denying none of that, brothers and sisters. But there's an order to it. What are you doing, you big dummy? Pay attention. I messed up. That's cool. Redo it, Daddy. Put your meat on there. I'm moving too fast, y'all, with my pastelitos. My lady told me I don't know what that is. You're gonna learn today. That's what they call them. They don't speak no Paisa. My Sully was a Paisa. Didn't speak no English, family. He was in the county. And he cooked. I understood what he was saying the first time. He cooked. It's like, Sully, he couldn't speak no English. Still my man's in there. You know? Which I never heard of Sully. Y'all know how it is. I remember the GD, so there wasn't no, back then we was running shit. We put GDs in the cell with GDs to keep the confusion down. And a lot of organizations worked like that and respected that. We respected that. Because it kept a lot of the bullshit down. And then it kept a lot of people in order. So when you go out there, you're going to be moving in the vision of whatever them instructions are for your organization. That was all love. You should let this meat harden, baby. You ain't let that meat harden enough. It's perfect, though. That's just so tender. Tenderoni. Make sure I ain't put too much meat. Put your cheese in there. Wrap that boy up. Get him right back in there. Get him right in the game, coach. Put me in, coach. Let me wrap you up. Here I come. Smack that cheese on there. I got my onions, tomatoes, bell pepper. Make that boy cheesy. So we bite into him. And Sully used to hook them things. Sully, he could barely speak speak English, but Sally just be like, I just be like, bro, get whatever you need. I want in. If you cook anything in this cell, bro, I ain't a paisa. I'm your Sally. We brothers now. That motherfucker laughed his ass off. We brothers. You watch my back, I watch your back. I ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. You ain't gonna let nothing happen to me. That was my dog. He was like, hey man, that man should sit there. He'll be speaking his language to me. He was Spanish speaker. He'd be speaking the language and I didn't understand too much. But he would take his time to try to make sure I understood, and we communicated very well. Yeah, some of our Latino brothers and sisters, I see they out here talking crazy and mother. But I ain't stuck on that because of the relationships. Then I'm a GD, and there was a lot of kings. I used to be a GD. I'm retired. I'm 54. But it was a lot of kings too, because we created, me and some of the guys, these GDs. We knew the Most High. We recognized it. We recognized that we needed to stop doing shit in our life. At 30 plus, that was gonna get our ass sent up the river. We not children no more. It's a time and season for everything, family. It's a time and season for everything. And it wasn't that time no more to be talking about, oh yeah, I'll do this 5 standing on my head. Bullshit. I don't want to do a day. And that's how we thought. Went to the law library and there. Yes, we got caught up. But shit, and getting caught up, your eyes were open. Reality started hitting. Man, I'm 100 years old. What the fuck I look like still going to jail? Let me fix this. You know, people ain't gonna support that. You don't look at your ass like you crazy. Like, what is wrong with you? You 100 years old. You still fucking going to jail, bro? Like, grow the fuck up. Like, where they do that at, blood? I used to look at people like, wow, something ain't right with this picture now. Y'all ass steady going to jail. Like, that's a motherfucking badge of honor. I didn't catch it. Because the first time I went, I was like, oh, never. They put all our ass in that shower together. We had to take shower around niggas, butt naked. I'm like, oh, hell no. They're like, bro, if you don't take a shower now, your ass ain't getting no shower. What no bird bath and shit going on then. Get your ass in that water. Man, I was sick. I'm like, oh, hell no. I used to go to the shower with big knives. Like, I wish a motherfucker would. I was in the max penitentiary. You know how you hear all the stories and shit? We in that motherfucker, we crazy as hell. I ain't gonna lie. I'm normal, but I'm not cut like that. I ain't cut like that. You might as well finish me, because if you don't, blood, you gonna wish your ass was never alive. You might look at him, oh, that little nigga ain't know. Oh, okay. Do this to him, do this. I just be laughing. People be saying that type of shit about, I be like, people be off the chain. I understand confidence, but don't be stupid, you know? Don't be stupid to a point and get your head knocked the fuck off playing games. You got people out here that, I don't know what the fuck they be thinking. They don't be thinking. That's the problem. They ass don't be thinking. Cause I'll knock a nigga head back real quick. Clap, clap. But I'd rather help my people, work with my people. I ain't trying to be hurting black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the toughest person on earth. You got to do what I say. If you don't do what I say, this is the consequences. No, I'm here to build your ass up, empower you. You my people. I can't have you weak when I'm around this bitch strong. That's bullshit. That's fugazi. And you hear a lot of people be talking about their greatness and how they this. You ain't no motherfucking leader. You just, okay, that's cool. You're a person that got an opportunity. That's good. Child. But you ain't no mother, they don't make you no motherfucking leader. Leaders put in position. A lot of these fucking leaders that you looking to like they leaders. No, it just happen to be older people that's experienced or young that's experienced in a situation. They don't make them the motherfucking leader. Some of them don't act in a leadership capacity, family. Not even our elders. Like they don't know shit about running shit or leading shit. They think about themselves. Like hell no, get yours, I'm gonna get mine. That's how the fuck our people be thinking. Like, yeah, they be nice, but I'm telling the truth. They don't have that. It's like we don't have that wanna own shit mentality. Wanna own mentality. And the people that do, we try and discredit that. Like something wrong with that. Like, something wrong with you. You slow. I come from my parents. You know what I'm saying? But I'm from the block. The real motherfucking block. We didn't look forward to no talking about education. That was cool, but we look forward to getting rich. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't through no fucking corporate America. Black people know how to get money. We just get more money than y'all going to work. Get the fuck out of here. Tax-free money. Yeah, things slow down now because brothers got to work it out. But don't get it. These the type of people you dealing with. And y'all try to play these people like they nothing. It's the people that came through your community and took over the whole motherfucking community. The politician dumbass y'all steady talking about vote for can't seem to come out and help. No, nigga, they don't want to help because they not leaders. But the drug dealer know to help the community. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, he causing mayhem and all kind of chaos, but he understand his role. And he understand I need to pour into this community. Keep this community up. This community feeding me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a landlord. I gotta take care of this community. That's what you hear in our hood. We greet each other like that. You probably heard me say it on the video. What up, landlord? Yeah, you responsible for the community. Shit. Y'all waiting on the goddamn city and talking about, now I understand for certain things. And I understand. I'm tripping on the white people. The white people can get a lot of shit done because they got the motherfucking jobs. They run the motherfucking business that a lot of these systems, corporations, the systems are, the government is doing business with. So quite naturally, you're gonna have that upper hand. You're gonna get first dibs on things others ain't gonna get it. They get it, man. I mean, you can't get mad. You gotta get on your shit. Because we can do that too. And we ain't gotta wait on no fucking government. Africa know what we capable of. They know they brothers and sisters. Everybody making videos about us. Now it's time to put us in leadership role. It's time for us to step into our leadership as the sons of Israel. You can't put us nowhere else. You can't put me in your job. That shit ain't gonna work. Yes, I have to work. God said every person, we have to fucking work. You don't get no free ride. I ain't expecting no free ride for nobody because first of all, we have to build. And when we build and he starts rewarding us, that means we have to manage the things. Those things are his. He wants to know that you can manage them. So you gotta take care of your business, brothers and sisters. Manage that thing. That's yours. You the boss. You a real boss. Especially if you awaken to one of the chosen and you know. Come on, fam. Who else? What else did he create? No, you ain't no, you the devil. I accept the word and I read Romans 12:2. A lot of things I stopped doing that I used to do that ain't conducive to the life of a chosen one. Chosen one is a servant of the Most High of Israel, family. It's not just nobody just popped out the sky. I got this power. I read this book. No, because a lot of stuff you hear me talking about, you will never hear a preacher talking about. He wouldn't dare. A lot of them don't know it. You know? And the ones that know, they wouldn't dare talk about it. They know they cooked. Some people gonna run their ass up out of their establishment. They go in there talking about anything contrary to the contract that they signed. It's a contract. So you got the law at work. So I ain't gonna just expect black preachers to come out tomorrow. Oh yeah, we the Hebrews. We gotta repent and do A, B, C, and D through Christ. I don't expect them to do that. They ain't know. That's why I said, you know leaders by our traits. We don't care about what no world talking about. They're going to get down and lay down. Just like when you had that mentality, you was on the block. You got to take the kingdom. They're not going to give you nothing. You got to take it, family. They says, oh, you need to stop that. You shouldn't be telling people take nothing. That's what the Bible says. The kingdom suffers violence, and the violence take it by force. Do you have a righteous violence, or you just a punk out here? You know, the Most High ain't raising no punks. So when people telling you all that, man, tell them people shut up. Shut up. Sometimes y'all just need to shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. I ain't saying go out here and be reckless. No, I'm not. But you got to stand in your authority. Don't be letting nobody tell you nothing contrary to what God has established through His word. That's how you lock in, family. All that church and all that, them Abrahamic faiths, get that garbage out of here. That don't got nothing to do with Abraham. Abraham is a Shemite. Stop stopping at Abraham. Go back to Shem. Go back to Noah. Can't you tell they got you stuck in a certain position? That limits your power of understanding and knowing the truth. It happened during Noah's time, Noah's father. These are priests. These are men the Most High dealt with. You dig? This is the people that He chose, that He kept. You dig? Because they chose life. They chose to follow the ways of the Most High. They didn't choose to follow the world and men that want to build a city unto the heavens, that didn't want their language, confused or to be dispersed because of what they were doing contrary to the instruction that the king gave them. Okay, so how can the king, and that's another thing, people don't look at that. Well, God dealing with everybody, why would He just choose? Because they descendants didn't choose to keep the charge that was given to them. They didn't believe. That's why you have Shem and his descendants. They the first family. They the first family to teach others the ways of the Most High. You pray it every day. Y'all act like it's just gonna happen. Oh, I could just get Christ, and yes, you can. But Christ gave you an instruction from the God of Israel, and you can't negate His people. And that's it, period. That's gonna make you better. That's how you get all this good truth. You're gonna get all this good truth. I ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. Tell you nothing bad about truth. This is what it is. This is where we at with it, family. This is our power. This is your tool to rule the world. Masters of the universe, stand up. Would the real Hebrew Israelites please stand up so we can show these fugazis through the spirit? There's a spirit operating, y'all. The heavens are with us. Wow. Y'all in y'all fake world with these fake people talking about we got the biggest bomb. Come on, man. We got the Most High. Talking about you chosen. Chosen for what? Destruction? You better repent. Gentiles, Europeans. Tell their ass stop throwing bombs. You planted them same bombs that you planted, them seeds you dropped. Because the Most High didn't charge you to do none of that. He told you to believe on Christ and love one another. It's enough for everybody. Y'all done fucked the earth up. Want to control everything. Like, y'all time is up. It's nothing personal. Most High not with y'all. It ain't that black people taking out. Black people ain't took shit. Your jobs ain't our motherfucking end all be all. That ain't what we looking forward to. Yes, we need to work, but hell no. Black people better wake the fuck up. They've been running schemes on our ability to operate and function. And I don't understand why y'all keep running and looking to their ass. Like, wake up. Put their ass on the back burner. We taking over. And with that, I'm out. It's too much motherfucking noise. You can't have peace and quiet. Okay, I got the room to myself, man. Y'all know how that go. I don't got nothing against my lady, but I don't be wanting to hear all that shit these birds be talking about. That's all they doing is coming on here with that emotional damage shit. Oh, such and such did. Woo, woo. Man, look, y'all ass need to heal. Don't keep talking about what somebody did to y'all. Heal. You steady getting opposition your power. You supposed to be healing. Don't keep talking about that. Like, come on. We do ourselves a disservice. You did. Get it right. I'm getting it right, man. I ain't playing with people. I want the fuck you deal with this going over here. These damn windows. The air blowing through the windows. And if we ain't had, see how I think is, like I was locked up. What if you ain't have no fans? You ain't have no fans, it's a certain way to keep cool. Once you locked in, you know. Brothers and sisters been locked up, y'all know what I'm talking about. You have to sit your ass still. And that's why we took a lot of showers. Take a shower, cool off. You did. And let that cold air hit you. Let that breeze hit you where it'll have you right. You feel that air, you did. But this one here, you all over the place. You don't have to sit your ass still. That's just people though. I ain't trying to tell nobody what to do. But my lady like, you can have upstairs. Shit, the air blowing like a motherfucker outside. So that means you need to open the windows. Let the air blow through the windows. It's a natural air. Let that shit blow. I'm just using language. Excuse my language, y'all. Man, crack the windows. I don't even need a fan on. And I feel the air already, G. No, you got too much going on. First of all, I'm looking all in your house. I don't need all that. That bitch only so far. There you go. Yeah. I don't need that fucking light on. I'll show you how to cool the house off. Now upstairs the heat rises, so I understand that. But men, we know some ancient Chinese secrets. Y'all gotta pay attention, sis. Y'all learn a lot from the men. Especially from this man. I know a whole lot. And I share. Damn, I gotta get back to this lady. She asked me about a decision. I'm trying to stay out of it because it's common sense. sort of common sense. You don't want to. She done got stuck out of town and her car damaged, but shit, you ain't got no choice. I ain't got no way out there. And I always said that. I don't know why the brothers and sisters don't support consistently what I'm doing. That's the type of stuff I do. I be checking the brothers, the people on the internet doing that. That's out of town fixing cars. Shit, I will roll out there for my customers. Ride for a couple hours to get to a car to fix it specifically. You know how much money I make? I would do that because they trust me. I wouldn't do no low balling, but they'll pay me handsomely. I know they will. They appreciate how I service, you did. They appreciate how I approach my profession. And I pride myself on creating a platform that's easily accessible for the people. Where the people will see they get value out of dealing with their brother one. You got to be able to offer people value. You can't just squeeze all their money out of them, you dig? It's got to be reciprocal. Because if you just take it all the time, people gonna cut your ass off. And you gotta watch some people. Some people ass be trying to be slick. I understand you don't want to pay the top dollar for everything, but shit, all that. Oh, that's my boy. He gonna give it to me for cheap. No, don't do it, brothers. You breaking the law. Or sisters, don't do that shit. Just keep it a buck with your people. I love you. Sometimes I'm gonna help give you a decent price on shit. Not no majority of the time, cause that ain't how this works. We ain't working like that. You sure to run yourself out of business doing that. And they gonna be looking at your ass like, what the fuck you want me to do? What you want me to do about it? You know, when they come to your rescue and be in the sense of being consistent with you, like bringing the little jobs and shit where it add up to that consistency, bring me them jobs, the consistent oil change, or consistent brake jobs, or any other services. You got a whole book of services. People, well, I don't know, read the book. You sit your ass down on the internet and read information that don't bring it's not an asset. Like, stop playing. Street Racing King. Mm, 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 mm. You know, black man got some stuff. We created the automobiles. Oh, wow. Columbia woman crying and lamenting, begging black Americans after she lost. Well, y'all should know better. Everybody trying to hop, skip past us. Like, they don't understand the spiritual implications of even dealing with us. And the asset, the power that's in a people that's been enlarged by the Most High. If He allows you to go through these things, trust me, it's for a reason. What you mean He allowed it? Well, He gave you instructions. You the one didn't keep them. Like people like, why would He allow sin? He didn't allow nothing. Y'all the one playing games. A lot of y'all promoting. A lot of us be promoting what the enemy doing and trying to come off like we children of the Most High, serving the Most High. Family, wake up. Oh yeah, you gotta be Tesla. Wicked ass people just do wicked stuff. Hmm. People just wicked. We don't give a fuck who you are. If you gonna sell weed, man, sell the right shit. I ain't gonna mess with it, but if you gonna sell the right stuff. Treat people right, man. Yeah. Equinox I'm working on. Got a lot of blowback. They gonna put another engine in it. I'm like, put another engine in it and sell it. It's a clean, good fucking car. It's paid for. Yeah, put another engine in it and sell it. Because that engine they're looking at, it's under, yep, same thing right here. A lot of blowback. I'm gonna see what he did. I'm gonna send my buddy this video. Let me see what he did to resolve the matter. That's what I'm dealing with right now. I done gave the truck back, it's put up, it's paid for in full, and they're gonna fix it. They won't even put an engine in it. Like that come from not managing. I don't even have to let the fan on, family. Get me a four wheel.
This sweet lady is Mrs. Sanders, and her husband passed away 7 years ago, leaving her his Cadillac that was left to sit under a tree rotting away. And we needed to do something about it because her husband and her marriage meant so much to her.
Nothing my husband ever bought was a slow car.
Still got they caddy.
So we're gonna fully detail
Black
this
people
car,
gonna buy them a caddy, y'all.
because it's also been broken and they can't figure it out, and then bring it back and surprise her to make her day.
Oh, just look at
Black people be tripping too.
nice little Cadillac.
I heard a customer
Nice red and green Cadillac. It's like Christmas colors.
saying they wouldn't give
The Christmas
their children certain things. And I'm like, why white people do that?
that's what they've been
Because they don't do what you tell them to do. That's narcissistic. That's why we don't prosper. People, oh, y'all need to shut up. No. Me, whatever I get, I should be passing it down, building it for my children, right? to operate in right now. I'm guilty. I have minimal right now. Yes, they can operate in and prosper from. Yes, the fuck they can. One, one could buy a barrel of oil. One could buy a barrel of coolant. One could be buying the parts we need as we going through everyday services. So as far as people talking about what they dad can't do, is bullshit. People don't support black men and our ideas, but they want our fucking money. They want your money. They're gonna clock your money like clockwork, but they can give a shit about how you get it, and that's crazy. When these the ones we the make you. I'm Neo. You point to what I got. If I imagine if my whole family, we all get on one accord, like I just said, we buy all the supplies and we use our own garages to do certain things, right? Earn enough money, then we go get us a facility. Start from the mud. Fucking with me, you gonna win. People drive every day. Stop playing. But why don't our families and women want to support that? They'll tell you some shit about go get a job. I can give you a job and everybody in your household a job. You gonna sell brake pads. You gonna sell rotors. Like I said, you can sell transmission gaskets because people get transmission flushes and fluid. You coolant, water pumps, radiators, overflow tanks. You headlights, tail lights. Anybody car we dealing with, we mark the car, and them the supplies we get. And we have to add the incentives as a part of our package to keep them coming. So these cars we log in, they become our foundation, and we roll. We'll roll, family. You don't need to be asking nobody for shit. You got viable men out here, but y'all so fucking y'all love to drink the Kool-Aid. In the world, no. Right now, they making all the black people help us. Black people help us. Black people help us. But they'll only say the women. If the women can do that, imagine how much more the men can do. Like, they don't want to see the man get busy. I don't need their education. They know that. You can come in and run circles around their ass, even at their own game. Because I'm not gonna go within context of how they do things. Everybody don't like them. They don't have the spirit we have. That's why the world are endeared to black people. Because we have a spirit of love. They know we God's children. We deal with people in the right manner. I just listened to some Europeans how they talked about how people treat them like shit, but when they went to the black community at their worst, it was like heaven. Even though they knew they was at their worst, but they were building themselves, coming back. People don't give people a chance to do that, but you got some blacks that do that. They didn't got uppity now. You gotta be careful. They ass forgot where they came from, and they want to do everything like the people they complain and say they tired of ruling over them. Well, when they get in power, they do the same shit. Like, you got to change up the game. It's the system. It ain't the people, yeah, but it's that system. All roads should not lead to one people. I always said that. That is gonna cause a problem. I don't care who you are. That's a problem. Now, if you choose to come under that and operate under their authority, that's your business. I don't got shit to do with that. But as for me and mine, we over here. We competing. And whatever come with that, we gonna ride or die to the end. That ain't no threat to nobody. That's the truth. If you think you gonna come tell us what we can and can't do, okay, go ahead. I ain't gonna threaten. I'm gonna show up at your fucking door. Let you know I'm serious about it. Catch your ass off work. You at work, you feel some kind of way. You feel puffed up. Okay, I ain't say I'm coming with no weapons and try to hurt you or harm you. I'm gonna come where you feel oh shit, this person that came to my house after work to talk to me. Let me be cool. This person might be different. Let me get to know this person. I'm one of them type people. Real talk.
Mm-mm. Yeah, that was like a brand new ring. When they finished that car don't look like a brand new car.
Are on one big plan that we pay for, and I'm being grossly overcharged each month. I pay about $400 to one of the big cellular companies, and truth be told, the only reason that I picked up is because it was the first provider that I ever had for mobile service, and unfortunately, it's only more expensive while the service costs. And that's why I'm so thankful to introduce this video sponsor, Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile.
That's where I'm going, bro. I got my son looking us up a plan now. I should have been with them, which I spoke on it over 3 years ago. Everybody around me went with it but me. I got that bad. Ideas are pouring into me. I speak on them. Other people take advantage, but I got to do better. I'm on that. Anyway, peace and blessings, y'all. Y'all be encouraged. We are now, not later. Now. Bring the kingdom here.